Okay, so I'm here talking with Pierre van der Kakova, who probably got the name completely wrong. I'm so sorry. He's the filmmaker behind a really dramatic short film called Alzheimour. And welcome to Milan.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I should explain for the benefit of the people that are watching this, that off camera is Claire, his collaborator. Pierre's concerned his English isn't that good, but I think it is, but should there be any problem, hence the reason that Claire is here. So, thank you. Pierre, thanks again.
Yeah.
What's the story about? Thank you. What is the story about?
First, I want to tell you the feedback.
Tell me.
Background.
Thank you.
Because I made documentaries during 20 years.
Yeah.
And after a kind of family drama, I decided to stop all. And I didn't.
What, all filmmaking? You stopped completely?
Yeah.
Okay.
During 10 years. But 2 years ago, I had the feeling to become director of fiction, and I'm beginning to think about that. And my first desire was to tell a love story.
And if I may, this is your first narrative film.
It's my first narrative film.
Okay.
I didn't find budget, so it was without any budget. And with some friends, professional friends, and we made it in 2 days, only 2 days.
Wow.
Because with no budget, it was not easy.
Brilliantly made on such a,
yeah, but
you know.
Comment on dit le thème? Yes, the principal idea of the story.
Yeah.
Was when a love story is finished, is it possible that when people forget the others after some years, is it possible that the love stories stay in our DNA?
Yeah,
our body.
Perhaps I should explain here, because I've seen the film, and if I get this wrong, please forgive me. But essentially, the film is about two people with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And the love story is, this is my opinion, that although they've lost their memories, they're brought back together, and it's whether that love will continue. If it's within our DNA? Yeah. I think is my understanding of the film. Am I right? Is that right, Claire? Is that kind of that's my feeling of it. So, the two questions which immediately come to mind is, what were you doing in those 10 years when you stopped making films?
Yeah.
Did you forget about filmmaking completely?
Yeah.
And why particularly was this the story that inspired you to start making films again?
Because 3 years ago, I
if it's not too personal, sorry. If it's too personal, don't tell me.
I lose my wife.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So it was a kind of drama, and I decided to do something about love. In my mind, it was not possible. Forget all when you lose somebody. Even she's not there.
Yeah.
She disappears. You keep something inside you in our DNA, always.
Yeah.
So I didn't know anything about the disease Alzheimer, and I completely imagined the story. So it's not a movie about the disease. It's first a love story, and you can feel the disease in the background of the story. So I don't know. Do you see the? Did you see the film?
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. The
So
film.
you can
The film is a love story, really,
Yeah,
isn't it?
you can understand what's the problem of the disease
Yes.
only at the end of the movie. Because at the end, it's two old persons in a nursery, and they are attracted.
So they're attracted to each other, yeah.
But the second day, they forget that they meet her, they meet them before. So every day, the beginning again, the attraction. I don't know if I'm clear.
No, you are clear.
Yeah.
You're very clear.
And something is wrong. Yeah, you can feel there is that happened something, and it's not habitual. It's not. For me, I think it's only at the end of the movie that you understand the evolution of the disease.
And
But I didn't want make a film about the disease.
no, it doesn't concentrate on the film.
Yeah.
It's about them, and it's I get that's a love story. Now that you've made this film, has this restarted your desire to make more films?
Yes. After this drama, family drama, during 1 year and a half, I wrote with a friend 3 stories.
Yeah.
This is the first, and I have 2 other stories ready to be shot.
Love stories or completely different?
No, completely different. Another story is previous in Colombia. A mafia story.
Right.
And this is a short film also. And I finished a script for Long Future.
Yeah.
And this is very personal, autobiographic, about my 20 years of documentaries. And I have a nice story, but it's a part in USA, another part in Belgium, and a third part in Portugal. So I need to find a budget. Without budget, it's not possible.
Of course, yeah. It's all about the money.
The 2 others, but the script
Is ready.
Are ready. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, of course.
I'm trying to
You want to speak to our professionals?
to have some contacts.
Yeah, you need to speak to our professionals, definitely. So, making a documentary is completely different to making a narrative film.
Yeah,
You hadn't made a film for 10 years.
yeah,
Your first film is not a documentary.
yeah.
How difficult was it to shoot a film? Whether you've no experience in that genre. I know you can make films, of course, but making a documentary is a film is very, very different to making a documentary.
Yeah.
And I know we've got some editorial about this, but if you can explain, was it more difficult than you'd imagined it would be? Was it easier than you imagined it would be? How was the process?
But it was difficult because I did a lot of mistakes. First in the script, and second in the shooting. But I think my experience of documentaries helped me a lot.
Helped, of course, yeah.
Because you see the film, it's with no budget. It was turning camera on the body, three person only, and we made it like documentaries in the same condition. And with a lot of mistakes in the scripts, and with my experience of documentaries, I think I was able to change during the shooting, the dialogues, the game of the actor,
Yeah.
and that's helped me a lot, because if I didn't have this experience of documentaries, I think the movie
It would have been
was
terrible.
very bad.
Yeah, it would have been terrible. But you had, of course, in 10 years, a lot has changed
Yeah.
in terms of cameras and equipment.
Yeah.
So, did you have to hire the equipment? How did you get the equipment to film this?
No, yes, I stopped completely to produce and to make documentaries, personal documentaries.
Yeah.
But I didn't stop to work in the movie.
Oh, so you were still
Yes,
involved in the film industry?
Yes,
But you just weren't making your own
I
film?
was teacher.
Right, okay. So you were, okay.
Of movies.
Right, okay.
I was also prestation de service, non? J'ai travaillé pour les autres. I work for television as director, but in the publicity, it's very different.
Yes.
But when I say I made documentaries during 20 years, it was personal production.
Yeah. And where did you find the two main characters? Where did you find the two main leads? Where did you come across them? How did you cast the two main leads?
Comment je l'ai trouvé? Ah. Bon, I was teacher in movie school.
Okay.
And I had an élève, a student, who asked me to help him to shoot his movie. So,
right.
In technical level.
Yeah.
And I met this lead actor, the old man.
Right.
In this case, in this situation, with my friend. So I know a little bit this man before my movie.
And the woman?
And the woman, no. I find the woman in a professional internet casting, yeah. And when I asked to the old man, I was looking for a woman. I find this woman on internet. What do you think about her? And he answered me, it's interesting because this woman is my wife.
No.
Yeah.
Seriously?
So, yeah. So it was
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah, random.
Yeah. And this was easy for me because they know very well.
Yeah, yeah.
They was playing so easy, and for me it was the first time as director, and it was the first time I did it. Yes, it was the first time, and they helped me a lot. They helped me.
They're great performances.
Yeah.
Okay, and just finally, what's the best thing about being a filmmaker?
The best
thing about being a filmmaker?
For me, the best return, it's.
No, what do you love most about it? What do you love most about making films?
Inventer une histoire. Imagine a story, and to be able to non, de faire émerger. Yeah, to translate a kind of emotion, and without a maximum, without dialogue, and I discovered the importance of subtext. You understand?
Yeah,
subtext?
of course I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
subtext. Yeah.
I try to work in this kind of movie, a minimum of dialogue and a maximum of emotion and subtext. It's why I decided don't speak about the disease inside the movie, but try to that the public understand the disease. In filigrane, I don't know if it's English.
In what story? Filigrane?
In filigrane, no. Ben, en transparence, quoi.
In transparency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Pierre?
And I receive letters of psychiatry. And
Yeah, I was reading, they praised you, I think, didn't they? They praised this film.
Yeah. And they spoke about the movie as a good movie about the disease, or it was not my goal to do it.
No.
It's un hasard. It's an hazardous, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Pierre?